Good morning, Web Spiders. I am coming to you live from Mrs. Bingham's first grade classroom, but you'll notice standing behind me is not a first grader, it's a second grader. This is Eric Tanner, and Eric and I made a deal, didn't we? And we shook on it, that if Eric could have some really good bus rides, if he could grow and have good behavior on the bus, that his bus driver was happy with him because he was following the rules, that he can help me on announcements one day. And guess what? Eric did that, didn't you? Yeah, and I'm pretty proud of him, because he's made good choices. He's been doing it right, so he's going to help me on announcements today. So I'm going to start first by reminding everyone that the book fair is not open today. It's Wednesday. The book fair is not open today. It'll be open tomorrow and on Friday. So don't go to the book fair. Don't try to get up there and shop. There's no one there. You can't go in there. Can't buy anything today. Just Wednesday. It'll be open Thursday and Friday. Also, the bookstore, we have a big update. We got tons of new erasers, and they were pretty cool. They're ice cream cones and I think when you say more than one cactus, it's cacti. So there's lots of cacti. I saw a hamburger. I saw like a soda cup with a straw on it. They're all really cool erasers. They're 50 cents a piece. So if you want a cool eraser, make sure that you bring 50 cents to buy that. But keep it in your art box in your desk. If you're going to spend 50 cents on an eraser, you need to keep track of it, because your parents don't want to buy that over and over and over again. I also say congratulations to our Spider Striders. That's kind of like our Student of the Month, but Spider Striders are recommended by their teacher to get this honor. And today I get to eat lunch at 11 with our Spider Striders. And teachers, you need to ask your Spider Strider if they'd rather have a plain cheeseburger or chicken nuggets, because our lunch is coming from McDonald's today. We also have applesauce and iced animal cookies and Capri Suns. So it's going to be a really special lunch, because I'm proud of these kiddos. So let me announce to you who they are. From Mrs. Bartram's class, we have Jaden Simpson. From Mrs. Williams' class, we have Theseus Tanner. From Mrs. Honeycutt's class, Andrew Joseph. From Mrs. Brown, our art teacher's class, Anthony Mosier. From Miss Machino's class, Zane King. From, oh my goodness, this is not a trifecta, this is a bifecta, because two teachers chose the same student. So Mr. Hartman and Mrs. Taylor both chose Julius Hood. Congratulations. Mrs. Comerford's class, Taylor Monday. Mrs. Rector's class, Gus Tisdale. Mrs. Schott's class, Olivia Graves. Mrs. Kinsey's class, Sam Miller. Mrs. David's class, Bella Clemens. Miss Urie's class, Ezra Fair Bennett. Mrs. Bingham's class, Zoe Clark. Mrs. Bridges' class, Camden Lincourt. Miss Lazelle's class, Jaden Vest. Mrs. Pate's class, Xander Lucas. So those were all the nominees that I received for this round. At 11 o'clock today, I get to eat lunch with you in the front hallway at a special table, and I'm pretty proud of you. Now, you could be a Spider Strider. Every month of the school year, we're going to celebrate our Spider Striders. And again, you're recommended by your teacher. It could be art teacher, PE teacher, title teacher. Doesn't matter, but all you have to do is show growth in something. Are you being a better friend? Are you treating people nicely? Are you getting your work done? Has your bus behavior improved? You could be a Spider Strider, so work every day to get that nomination from your teacher. Okay, that was a lot to say, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so Eric, what have you been doing differently on the bus that now your bus driver's happy with you, and I am too?
I've been waiting. I've been playing it around, not saying bullcrap and stuff.
Not saying bad words, okay.
Yeah, and on my next stuff, I play with Cody, and he's cool.
Okay.
And I like him.
Good. And then I even heard from Mrs. Rector today that you came right into your classroom, put your stuff up, sat down, did your morning work, and you were ready before I even came to pick you up for announcements. Is that correct? Yeah. So Eric's making some really good choices and doing it right. Okay, so this time let's ask everyone in Mrs. Bingham's class to stand and push their chairs in. I'm going to kind of do the camera around so you all get to see yourself on camera. And then we are going to put that behind you for right now. And right now we're just going to, as soon as I let everyone see themselves on the camera screen, I'll come around. It's first grade. For some of you, it's your first time on announcements. If you were here in kindergarten, you've probably been on announcements before. Okay. So if you will go ahead and close your eyes, and then we have Mrs. Bingham right there. If you will close your eyes, we are going to have a moment of silence. Close your eyes. Think about your day. And now for our pledge. You can face Eric's flag if you want to today. It's a little bit different. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice job. You guys can be seated. Okay, so I'm going to quiz Mrs. Bingham's class and see who wants to answer this question on announcements. We have been talking a lot about optimism and being optimistic, which means having a positive attitude or a good attitude about things. Has anyone changed their thinking in the month of September to be optimistic? Do you want to give me an example, Miss Lizzie? Let me come over here so they can see you. Done so that you can be positive and have a good attitude.
Not lie and play with other students that doesn't have any friends that doesn't have
anybody to play with?
Yeah.
Do you know that if you see someone on the buddy bench that doesn't have someone to play with, you probably just turn their day from being negative or pessimistic to optimistic, because they may feel like they don't have anyone to play with. You just came in and asked them to play with you, and now they're like, I do have friends. I can have friends. I can play and have a good time at recess. And that is optimism. So if you're ever choosing to sit on that buddy bench waiting for someone to come and offer you a chance to play, be positive, because it'll only be a few minutes before someone like Lizzie comes and asks you to play, right? Okay, good job, guys. Let's go ahead and do our creed and start this Webtastic Wednesday. It's going to be a great one in the web. You guys ready? Here we go. I am a member of the Web family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make web school a place where everybody is somebody special. Try to be a spider strider, making good choices all day, earning growth bracelets, if you see anyone with the yellow bracelets, because they have grown, and backpack charms. I gave a lot of them away already this morning. But above all else, make sure you are
doing it right.
Have a Webtastic Wednesday, spiders.